The political arena is buzzing. Former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi's name is circulating as a potential pick for Attorney General in a future Trump administration. This speculation has ignited a firestorm of debate. Her supporters are thrilled, while her critics are deeply concerned. Bondi's potential appointment is generating headlines across the country. The possibility of her return to public service, this time on a national stage, is captivating the nation. The stakes are high and the implications are far-reaching. Pam Bondi's journey has been marked by a dedication to law and an unwavering loyalty to Donald Trump. Her career began in the Hillsborough County State Attorney's Office. She then rose to prominence as Florida's Attorney General, serving from 2011 to 2019. Bondi's tenure as Attorney General was marked by a tough-on-crime approach and a commitment to conservative values. She gained national attention for her legal battles against the Affordable Care Act and her strong stance against same-sex marriage. Beyond her legal career, Bondi has been a vocal and visible supporter of Donald Trump. She served as a member of his transition team in 2016 and fiercely defended him during his first impeachment trial. Her loyalty to the former president is unquestionable. The reasons behind Bondi's potential nomination are multifaceted. First and foremost is her unwavering loyalty to Donald Trump. She has consistently defended him, even in the face of intense scrutiny and criticism. This loyalty has earned her Trump's trust, a valuable commodity in his circle. Secondly, Bondi possesses significant legal experience. Her time as Florida's Attorney General provided her with a deep understanding of the law and the workings of the justice system. This experience would be invaluable in leading the Justice Department. Finally, Bondi's conservative credentials align perfectly with Trump's political ideology. She is a staunch supporter of his policies, and would likely continue to advance his agenda from within the Justice Department. This alignment makes her an attractive choice for the former president. Should Pam Bondi be appointed Attorney General, the realm of immigration enforcement could witness a dramatic shift. Her track record suggests a commitment to stricter immigration policies, mirroring the Trump administration's hardline approach. Under her leadership, we could anticipate a renewed emphasis on border security, increased deportations, and a crackdown on sanctuary cities. Bondi's tenure as Attorney General in Florida saw her actively challenge federal immigration policies deemed too lenient. Bondi's potential appointment sends a clear message. A future Trump administration would prioritize stricter immigration enforcement, potentially impacting millions of lives. Her nomination would likely be met with both praise and protest from a deeply divided nation. Section 5. Election integrity under scrutiny. Bondi's focus on voter fraud. Pam Bondi's potential appointment as Attorney General has ignited concerns about the future of election integrity. Bondi has been a vocal proponent of claims of widespread voter fraud, echoing allegations made by former President Trump. Her critics fear that her appointment could lead to the Justice Department being used to investigate and potentially prosecute baseless claims of voter fraud, disproportionately targeting minority communities. Bondi's supporters, however, argue that her focus on election integrity is necessary to ensure the fairness and security of American elections. They believe that her experience as a prosecutor makes her well-suited to investigate and prosecute any instances of voter fraud. Section 6. The Business of Justice. Corporate Regulation in the Balance. With Pam Bondi as Attorney General, the landscape of corporate regulation could undergo a significant transformation. Her past record suggests a more business-friendly approach, potentially leading to a reduction in regulations and oversight. Bondi's critics fear that her appointment could weaken consumer protections and environmental regulations, favoring corporate interests over public well-being. They point to her history of accepting campaign contributions from industries she later regulated as evidence of potential conflicts of interest. On the other hand, her supporters believe that Bondi's experience working with businesses will enable her to promote economic growth while ensuring fair competition. They argue that her focus on reducing bureaucratic red tape will benefit both businesses and consumers. Section 7. A nation divided reactions to Bondi's potential appointment. The mere mention of Pam Bondi's name as a potential Attorney General has ignited a firestorm of controversy, highlighting the deep political divisions within the United States. This potential appointment has become a focal point for both sides of the political aisle, each with their own fervent opinions and concerns. Her supporters, primarily Republicans and conservative groups, view her as a highly qualified and experienced candidate who will uphold the rule of law. They point to her tenure as Florida's Attorney General, where she took a strong stance on issues like human trafficking and opioid abuse, as evidence of her capability and dedication. Conversely, her detractors, primarily Democrats and liberal organizations, express grave concerns about her potential appointment. They argue that her close association with Donald Trump and her vocal support of his policies make her a polarizing figure who may not act independently in the role of Attorney General. They question her independence, citing her close ties to Donald Trump and her past statements echoing his unfounded claims of election fraud. Critics worry that her appointment could undermine public trust in the justice system, especially in a time when the nation is grappling with issues of electoral integrity and political accountability. The potential nomination of Pam Bondi has become a lightning rod, igniting passionate responses from both sides of the political spectrum. This debate is not just about one individual, but about the broader direction of the country's legal and political landscape. Her confirmation hearing, if nominated, would undoubtedly be a closely watched and contentious event. It would serve as a battleground for the ongoing ideological struggle, with each side eager to make their case to the American public and to the Senate. Section 8. The Justice Department's uncertain future implications and possibilities. The Justice Department, a cornerstone of American democracy, stands at a crossroads with Pam Bondi's potential appointment as Attorney General. This pivotal moment could redefine the department's role and influence in the coming years. Her leadership could usher in an era of significant change, with far-reaching implications for the nation. Bondi's track record suggests she may bring a new perspective to the Justice Department, potentially reshaping its priorities and strategies. One possibility is a Justice Department more aligned with the political agenda of a future Trump administration. This alignment could lead to a shift in focus towards policies that reflect the administration's goals and values. This could involve prioritizing investigations and prosecutions that align with the administration's priorities, potentially impacting areas such as immigration, voting rights, and environmental protection. For instance, we might see a stronger emphasis on border security and immigration enforcement, changes in how voting rights cases are handled, and a different approach to environmental regulations. Alternatively, Bondi could strive to maintain the Justice Department's independence and commitment to upholding the rule of law, regardless of political pressure. This path would involve a delicate balance, ensuring that the department remains a nonpartisan entity dedicated to justice. This would require her to resist any attempts to politicize the department and to prioritize the fair and impartial administration of justice. Upholding these principles would be crucial in maintaining public trust and ensuring that the Justice Department continues to serve as a guardian of the Constitution and the rights of all citizens. Section 9. The Waiting Game. What's next for Bondi and the DOJ? As the nation awaits a decision on the Attorney General nomination, Pam Bondi remains a figure of intense scrutiny and speculation. Her career has been marked by high-profile cases and a strong stance on various legal issues, making her a polarizing figure in the political landscape. Her fate, and that of the Justice Department, hangs in the balance. The stakes are incredibly high, not just for Bondi, but for the entire nation, as the role of Attorney General is pivotal in shaping the country's legal and ethical framework. If nominated by Trump and confirmed by the Senate, Bondi would inherit a Justice Department facing numerous challenges, including ongoing investigations, calls for police reform, and the ever-present threat of domestic terrorism. These issues require a steady hand and a clear vision for the future. The ever-present threat of domestic terrorism is a significant concern that demands immediate and effective action. Bondi's approach to this issue will be closely watched and critiqued by both supporters and detractors. Her leadership, experience, and judgment will be tested from day one. The decisions she makes will have far-reaching consequences, impacting not only the Justice Department but also the broader legal landscape of the United States. The coming days and weeks will be crucial for Bondi and the Justice Department. Every move she makes will be under the microscope, as the public and media scrutinize her actions and decisions. The nation will be watching closely to see if she is nominated, how she navigates the confirmation process, and how she intends to lead the Justice Department if confirmed. Her ability to communicate her vision and gain the trust of both the Senate and the public will be key. How she navigates the confirmation process will be a testament to her political acumen and resilience. The hearings will be a platform for her to address concerns, outline her priorities, and demonstrate her capability to lead. And how she intends to lead the Justice Department if confirmed will be the ultimate test of her career. The nation waits with bated breath to see what the future holds for Pam Bondi and the Department of Justice.